Hello, champions of consistent growth. Welcome back to the English Ladder Podcast. I'm thrilled to have you here today because you're not just looking for lessons. You're looking for a blueprint for mastery. If you've ever felt that frustrating gap between the English you know and the English you can use, then this episode is your turning point. We are dedicating this entire extended session to the most crucial element of your success: sustainable motivation and advanced mindset techniques. We will cover three massive areas: the mindset shift, how to embrace failure and leverage the plateau effect; the advanced toolkit, specific actionable strategies for tracking invisible progress; the lifestyle integration, turning English practice from a chore into a source of daily enjoyment. As always, I will speak clearly, emphasizing key terms so you can effectively use our active listening and shadowing technique. Listen for the main ideas, repeat the phrases silently, and absorb the power of the language. Take a moment now, disconnect from distractions, and commit this time fully to yourself. Let's make your English journey unstoppable. Part 1. The Mindset Shift, Embracing the Realities of Growth. 1. The Plateaus and Peaks. Why slow days are your strongest days. We discussed the learning plateau, but let's explore its full power. Most people view slow progress as a sign of failure. I want you to see it as a sign of intense consolidation. Think of your brain like a construction site. When you are learning new words, the peak, you are adding materials to the site. When you hit a plateau, the brain is busy laying the cement, reinforcing the structure, and connecting all the new wiring. This work is messy and invisible, but it is essential. The plateau management strategy. During a peak, fast progress, maximize your intake. Listen to slightly harder materials. Challenge yourself. During a plateau, slow progress, shift your focus from learning new things to reviewing and utilizing old things. Use the words you already know in new ways. Write simple paragraphs. The goal is maintenance, not expansion. This prevents burnout and ensures the foundation is solid. 2. The FAIL principle. First attempt in learning. The fear of making mistakes is the single biggest bottleneck to fluency. You must change your relationship with errors. Mistakes are not deficits. They are valuable data points. Every time you say, "I go to the store yesterday," you are actively testing a hypothesis, how verb tense works, and receiving immediate vital feedback. Actionable FAIL strategy, the triple test. Identify. Notice the mistake without judging yourself. Correct and record. Immediately say the correct phrase out loud. Write the correct sentence down once. Repeat 5 times before moving on. Repeat the correct phrase 5 times quickly to build the new muscle memory. This process turns a moment of perceived failure into a moment of powerful, targeted learning. Be brave enough to be wrong, and you will quickly become right. Part 2. The Advanced Toolkit, Tracking Invisible Progress. When progress is slow, we need advanced tools to prove to ourselves that the effort is worth it. Here are 3 powerful, evidence-based methods. 3. The passive recognition. Inventory, quantifying comprehension. Your passive knowledge, what you can understand, always grows faster than your active knowledge, what you can say. Use this to boost your confidence. How to use it? Step 1. Choose your source. Select one reliable English news website, like BBC or CNN. Step 2. The baseline test. Read the headline of 10 news articles. Count how many headlines you understood completely without looking up a single word. Record the number. Step 3. Weekly check-in. Repeat the test with 10 new headlines next week. The result: you will notice a tangible numerical increase in your comprehension score over time. This proves that your silent listening and reading practice is paying off, even if your speaking is still slow. You are proving your progress with data. 4. The shadowing technique, beyond simple repetition. Shadowing, listening and speaking immediately after the speaker, is a game changer for fluency, but many people do it passively. We're going to upgrade this technique. The advanced shadowing strategy. Source: find a 60-second clip from this very podcast or any source you enjoy. Phase 1. Listen. Listen 3 times to understand the meaning. Phase 2. Shadow. Listen again and immediately try to imitate the speaker's rhythm, pitch, and speed. Don't worry about every word. Phase 3. Record and compare. Record yourself shadowing the clip. Listen back, and then listen to the original clip again. The power. You are training your mouth muscles and your inner ear to connect. This is not just memorization. It is the physical rehearsal required for spontaneous speech. You are closing the gap between listening and speaking. 5. The 10-second barrier. Speaking challenge. Many learners stop talking as soon as they feel unsure. We need to push past this anxiety. The challenge: every day commit to talking about a random topic. To yourself, a mirror, or a friend for a minimum of 10 continuous seconds. No pausing to translate in your head. The benefit: the moment you realize you can survive 10 seconds of spontaneous English, your confidence will soar. It breaks the psychological barrier of expecting perfect, complex speech and focuses on flow over flaw. Part 3. Lifestyle integration. Making English your daily companion. If English is only a chore, you will resist it. If English is part of your life, you will absorb it effortlessly. 6. The immersion. Micro habits. Passive, continuous exposure. You don't need to move to an English-speaking country to create an immersion environment. You can build it around yourself. The phone and app flip. Change the language on your phone, laptop, and favorite apps like YouTube, weather, or news to English. You already know the menus, so you will passively learn high-frequency, practical words. The just one word rule. Before you use your search engine for anything, recipes, movie times, local information, try to formulate the query in English first. Even if you switch back to your native language afterward, you've engaged your brain in a real-world task. English time slot. Dedicate a specific, enjoyable time slot to English that you already look forward to. For example, my morning coffee is now my English music toss podcast time. This leverages a pre-existing positive habit. 7. Leveraging entertainment, the power of subtitles, advanced strategy. Many learners use subtitles incorrectly, making their eyes lazy. We are going to use them strategically. Phase 1. Your first language subtitles. Watch a short clip, 3 minutes, with subtitles in your native language to fully grasp the context and story. Phase 2. English subtitles. Watch the same clip immediately with English subtitles. This connects the sounds you just heard to the English spelling and structure. Phase 3. No subtitles. Watch the clip one last time with no subtitles. Because you already understand the story, your brain can focus entirely on picking up the audio, vocabulary, and rhythm. This multi-phase method trains your ear much faster than simply watching a movie once with random subtitles. 8. The compassion mindset. Be your own best teacher. You would never call a friend slow or stupid for struggling with a new skill. Why do you do it to yourself? The shift? When you feel overwhelmed or frustrated, stop and reframe the internal monologue. Instead of, I should know this word by now. I'm bad at grammar. Try, I am actively engaged in the difficult process of reprogramming my brain's communication system. I am trying my best, and that is more than enough. Self-compassion is not laziness. It is the psychological fuel that prevents burnout. Treat your learning journey with patience, encouragement, and curiosity. Conclusion: the unstoppable future. Final power statement. You have absorbed a wealth of strategies today. You have embraced the plateau, learned how to use mistakes, and discovered tools to measure your invisible progress. You are no longer just a student. You are a strategic language architect. Remember, the goal is not to be fast. The goal is to be unstoppable. The commitment you show today, the small, consistent steps you take, these are the things that will redefine your opportunities, your connections, and your future. English is not just a language. It is the key to global citizenship. Thank you for investing this time in the most valuable asset you have, yourself. Keep climbing, keep growing, and never, ever doubt the power of your daily effort. Until next time, keep winning.